What was the most petty thing an adult did to you when you were younger? I was 11 and set up a lemonade stand at the end of our street during summer break. My neighborhood had joggers, dog walkers, and parents with strollers all the time, so it seemed perfect. I spent all morning making this huge batch of lemonade with real lemons, not that powder stuff. Got a folding table from the garage, made a sign with colored markers, even set up this little mason jar for tips. By noon, I'd already made 23 bucks. I was counting the money in my head, thinking about how many Pokemon cards I could buy. That's when Mr. Dalton came walking over from 3 houses down. This guy was maybe 60, retired, always looked angry about something. He watched me pour lemonade for this jogger lady, then marched straight up to my table after she left. "You running an unlicensed business here, kid?" I thought he was joking. Like, it's lemonade. I'm 11, but his face was dead serious. This is against HOA rules. Can't have commercial activities in residential areas. I tried explaining it was just a lemonade stand, that kids do this all the time. He shook his head and walked away. 15 minutes later, this white car pulls up. Code enforcement officer gets out, clipboard in hand. "Someone reported an unlicensed food vendor?" I'm standing there with my mouth open while this guy tells me I need to shut down immediately. Said my lemonade had to be dumped because it wasn't from an approved source. He actually handed me this yellow warning slip like I was some criminal. I had to pour all my lemonade into the storm drain while he watched. Packed up my table, took down my sign, felt like crying but didn't want to look like a baby. Went inside with my $23 feeling like the worst day ever. That evening I'm in my room when I hear voices outside. Look out my window and there's Mr. Dalton in his driveway with a cooler full of water bottles. 3 golfers from the course behind our neighborhood are buying drinks from him. $2 each. I watch him make $6 in like 2 minutes. Next day I ask my dad about it. Turns out Dalton had been selling drinks to golfers for years. Everyone knew about it. Dad gets this look on his face and marches down to Dalton's house. I follow but stay back where I can hear. "So you shut down my kid's lemonade stand but you're out here selling water?" Dalton just smirks. Well, maybe if he wants to run a business he should learn how the real world works. I have proper permits. My dad asks to see these permits. Dalton gets all flustered, says he doesn't have to show anything. Dad pulls out his phone, starts taking pictures of the cooler and water bottles. Funny, because I called the HOA this morning. They said you never filed any paperwork either. Dalton's face goes white. Dad keeps going. "Code enforcement is very interested in your little operation here, especially since you've been doing it without permits for 3 years. 2 days later, code enforcement shows up at Dalton's house. Same guy who shut me down. Makes Dalton dump out all his water, gives him the same yellow warning slip. But here's the best part. Week later, I set my lemonade stand back up. Made sure to get the proper permit from the city first. Cost $5, but my dad helped me fill out the paperwork. Had everything official. Even got a little laminated license to hang on my table. First customer? The jogger lady from before. She bought 2 cups and gave me a $5 tip. Said she heard about what happened and thought it was ridiculous. By the end of the day, I'd made $47. Way more than before because word had spread around the neighborhood about some grumpy old man trying to shut down a kid's lemonade stand. People were coming by just to support me. Mr. Dalton watched from his window but never came outside. Haven't seen him sell anything since.